A year and a half ago, we got a Maaco paint job on this 2010 G37
X
and X all-wheel drive, and I wanted to share how it's held up over time with you guys in case you're thinking about it. So this is the top tier that Maaco offers. It's their like best paint job that you can buy. It costs $2,700 all said and done, give or take maybe like $20 or $40. Ish.
Well, you also had a couple things added in when you had the car painted.
Yeah, but he kind of threw it in. The guy who helped me, I think his name was Francisco. He was very helpful over at the Maaco in Glendale. He painted the emblems for me. He painted the grille for me. You're gonna see that in the B-roll. But overall, the paint job came with a 5-year warranty. You have to get a certain tier of Maaco paint job to be able to get their metallics. So we got the Malbec Black, which is a metallic OEM color from Infinity that they have on the IPLs. They don't offer it on the sedans. So this is one of maybe only a handful of sedans, if even any.
It's a good looking paint color.
I love it. It's got that like purple flake
obsidian
in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally Obsidian Black.
Yeah, it was originally Obsidian Black, which is basically just like a regular gloss black.
It's very deep, but
very deep.
I really like
black.
the metallic in this. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it definitely pops in the sun. Overall, it comes with a 5-year warranty,
which for a paint job is actually pretty good.
In my opinion, if your paint job comes with a 5-year warranty, they want to offer you a lifetime warranty, but they still want to make sure their ass is covered. Because like, if you're offering someone a 5-year warranty on a paint job that they're daily driving,
yeah, that means
you're
good.
Guaranteeing your work pretty hard, I feel like.
Well, and like I said, being a daily driver, especially in Southern California where we're at, like a lot of driving happens here. So to have something with that kind of warranty, that's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. The oh yeah, you'll normally pay, you know, I was getting quotes. We actually settled on Maaco because they offered the cheapest quote for a full car paint job. It was $2,700 compared to, there were shops that wouldn't even take a full car anymore, let alone the ones that they wanted $5,500, $6,000.
You know, to be honest with you, that kind of price range is about the norm these days.
It is.
Because I mean, it is a lot of work. The days of the you know, $2,000, $3,000 paint job, other than within Maaco, they kind of don't exist anymore, honestly.
Yeah, I think the last time you could get a car painted for under $5,000 by like a shop that wasn't Maaco was like 2010.
Yeah, that was
like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and so you know, stuff has definitely gone up in price, which I mean, that's normal. But to still get something that looks as relative good as this does for $2,700 that's pretty good. And again,
they did a good job. There's a couple spots where they hit it with a little overspray. Very, like we had to be very picky. Yeah. There was a little bit of bleeding paint on the bottom of the bumper. Areas that you literally won't see.
I think I actually remember that, yeah.
Yeah, you won't see it unless you're literally under the car. And funny enough, the rear spats actually covered the paint bleed.
That's right, yeah.
So another victory for the $11 rear spats.
Yeah. You know, and actually one of the things that still needs is definitely a cut and buff.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna get done at some point here. And once that gets done, honestly, I think it's gonna really up that $2,700 paint job a lot.
I think so too.
I think it's gonna look really good and take out a lot of like orange peel and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does have a, I wouldn't say a significant amount of orange peel. It does have orange peel.
I wouldn't say it's excess orange peel. I would say it's along the lines of realistically modern factory cars.
Yeah, I would say like on a scale from, like if you have your backyard paint job with a rattle can and that's a 10 out of 10, and you have like the best paint job on like a Ferrari as like a 0 out of 10, and factory
OEM is about 6, honestly.
Factory OEM, like I was gonna say 5 or 6. I would say this is like a 0.5 over that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's really not that bad, and I think a cut and buff is really gonna.
No, I think that'll definitely just increase how this really looks. And I mean, even then, for having it this way for a year and a half, it still looks really good.
Yeah.
You know, by all means, it still looks really good for that time frame.
Yeah. So if it could go back, this car needed it. It had some damage in the rear 3/4 panel on the driver's side. It had dents all over the doors.
And speaking of which, you didn't do any of the prep work for this car yourself.
No prep work.
Yeah, this was just
no prep work.
They did all the stuff and
yeah,
got it done.
They did everything. They even installed the side splitters for me.
That's right. And they didn't do any of the other parts, did they? But they painted the wing.
They did paint the wing.
The wing was an add-on.
The great thing that they did, he was very thoughtful to do this. You can come around and take a look here. But on the wing, they paint matched it. But also, there's a little trim piece that's normally chrome on the inside of these holes right here, where this trunk piece has that holds the backup camera and the trunk release button. He actually had painted that gloss black to match the car, because he realized when he saw the spoiler that there was going to be
a little
chrome exposed if he didn't hit it. So it was a very thoughtful. And then he did the rear emblem
and
here,
the front grille and the
front grille.
Yeah.
So overall, it was a quality job, and he really took care of us. So
okay, for $2,700 with a 5-year warranty, you know, especially if you're getting something to beat, no less.
Yeah, I don't think that I've heard bad things about Maaco.
I've heard a lot of bad things about Maaco, actually.
Yeah, and I think you have to be careful which one you go to. It's like not every Chipotle is going to be great.
They're all terrible.
I like Chipotle a lot. He hates it.
He's wrong.
But
he got a Maaco paint job.
I've had some bad Chipotle, and I've had some fantastic Chipotle. I did the research.
I also believe like that's a really important thing is you know, if you're gonna go to a Maaco and try to get a paint job, you know, talk to the person and really kind of feel it out and see, you know, if they're willing to kind of work with you or if they're willing to not work with you and be kind of whatever.
Yeah, you definitely want to. I think the customer service goes a long way, and it's a big indicator of the type of job you're gonna get.
Yeah, definitely.
Customer service at this one specifically was just so great. And I think it was an indicator of the quality of the paint job, and I think that overall it was a good choice. But you know, you have to do your research.
Yeah,
definitely.
Don't
go to a Maaco. Don't expect to go to a Maaco, drop $500-600 for their minimum or $2,700 for their maximum, and if the guy's treating you like he's like a dick, don't give them your business.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, because then what if something happens and you need to get something corrected?
Well, and quite honestly, how many Maacos are there around? You know.
Yeah, they're like
here alone,
they're like Maaco McDonald's.
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
So really, if you're gonna, you know, give your money to them, by all means, like talk to the individual ones. You know, talk to people and kind of gauge how you feel about them, and see, you know, if you feel good about the situation, then it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
But either way, comment down below. Let us know if you've had a Maaco paint job, if you're considering a Maaco paint job.
If you had a Maaco paint job and you really hate it.
If you hate it, if you love it, if this has changed your mind in any way. And if you have any questions, let us know. We'd love to answer them. But overall, if I had to go back and do it again, I would.
Yeah.
So
again,
please
price,
make sure.
Warranty, it's worth it.
Totally.
Yeah. So.
Please make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. We'd really appreciate it.
We would.
And we'll see you in the next one.
And we appreciate you guys.